It's another lady of the house kind of day, and today we're talking about housekeeping for Thursday. Welcome back. So today is going to be much different because we are going to be going into town. And if you have your town dress, make sure you put your town dress on, and then that way you are ready to greet anybody who may come your way with your head held high, and you feel great about what you've put on, how you've presented yourself as a lady. So first and foremost, we do want to take care of those everyday things. The first thing being how we present ourselves, of course, being that of a lady, and then feeling good about how we've cared for ourselves and how we have dressed ourselves, and then just gotten ourselves ready for the day. When you are going to be going to the next thing, you might still have some clothing that you might need to put away, as I do when I do my clothes. I usually let them wait until the next day if some of those items haven't dried completely, especially those longer items. housekeeping and the everyday that I have been sharing with all of you to launder his. So that is for the man of the house. If you do your husband's laundry, this is a good day to do his. And then every week he has what he needs. And if you start it right away, then it can all be done, dried, put away before he even gets home from work. So that is just one of the ways that I feel that I can really serve him and show my appreciation for the work that he does for our family. And just, I know that he's not always looking forward to going to work, but he does it each and every day that he has to be at work. So those kind of things, just when you're in that process of washing your husband's clothes, it kind of just makes you think about him and think about all that he does for you and the family and the household. So maybe that is something that you might want to consider if you don't. And also, if your husband likes to have his laundry done, then that is something that you could possibly do just to make him feel good as well. Now, in all the years that I have been married to my husband, I haven't always done his laundry because there have been times that he has requested to do his own laundry. So, of course, sure, if he wants to do his own laundry, why not? I'm not going to stop him. And I think that that's good sometimes too, because it kind of puts into his mind what it takes to get it done and just the effort involved. So if your husband wants to do his own laundry or ironing or whatever it is, don't feel as if you're less than of a wife, of the lady of the house, or anything because you're not doing your husband's laundry. After we launder his load of laundry, then we are going to wash the dishes. And by that, as I've said before, it's just completing the kitchen, making sure that everything is cleaned up. If there's something that's spilled, you've wiped that up. You've just left the space very nice and neat and tidy. And of course, the dishes are all done and washed. And even if you want to put them away and not leave them on the counter, that is great as well. I like to just let them sit there to dry most of the time, and then maybe an hour later, as I'm passing through the kitchen, or if I just want to take a little bit of a break when I'm doing some work, I just go into the kitchen, I get moving, I put those dishes away. So it's really up to you what you want to do. But after we wash the dishes, then we are going to do a quick tidy of the home. Now today, especially, I would say, if you are going to be going out, making sure that things are really nice and well set so that when you come home from the grocery store or just from being out, then it's a really nice welcome for you. So maybe that's even turning on some music, and it's not a bad idea to have some music going even when you're gone, because that can make others who may come to the door think that there is somebody home. So I always like to have music on during the day, but especially when I'm going to be leaving, I make sure to have music going, and it is such a treat to walk into. It's so peaceful, and then also making sure that it smells really good in the house. So maybe you have some air freshener, or maybe you even have those plugins, or whatever you like to do, a diffuser, something like that. You want it to smell really nice. I know that sometimes after we make breakfast for the kids or for ourselves or whatever you do, that the smell tends to linger in the air, and there's no better way of knowing how your home smells than when you come in from outside. That is what your home smells like. That is what everybody is greeted with when they come through the door. The next thing that we would do would be to design the menu, making sure that we know what is for dinner that night. And maybe this is even a good day to do a crock pot recipe. I did one yesterday, so that was, just something that I wanted to do just to get all of the rest of the groceries or the rest of the items that I had within my fridge that needed to be used up. That was the perfect day to do that. And then that way the refrigerator would be a lot more empty than usual because I've used up as much as I could. So you could even do that today, a crock pot recipe when you're not going to be home for maybe a little while. If you have a lot of errands to run, this would be a good day to do that. And then even when you walk in, it smells amazing, right? Something's been cooking, but really you've just put in a little bit of prep work before you've gone to the market. And then when you walk in, it even smells good. We are back from the grocery store, and since we took some time to clean our kitchen this morning, washing the dishes, washing off the countertops, we had a nice place to put everything when we got back, and it wasn't too overwhelming to then prep the food, wash anything that needed to be, and put it away in the refrigerator and just everywhere that everything needed to go. Our counters are clear again because we have done this to completion. That, I think, is so important, not to have a lot of stuff all over the place after grocery day. But I'm not going to be sharing with you what I got, but I do want to share with you products that I use and that I've been using for years that I love. This is in no way a sponsorship or me trying to convince you to use the products I use, but I often get questions about products I use. So I thought, you know what, here's the video that I can share this. I think in the past I have shared a products video, and for the most part I'm probably still using the same ones. The first one, actually, I don't want to share that one first. The first one I want to share with you is my favorite, and that is the Clorox Cleaner Plus Bleach. This is what I use every single day in my bathroom, and if I just need it to smell clean in my house, just spraying a little bit of this does the trick. Also, I get questions about how do I keep my clothing clean or free of stains. Well, for instance, this dress right here is polyester, and so I've never gotten a stain on it from using bleach. It's weird, you know. When I am going to be cleaning, I tend to wear dresses like this. If I'm going to be wearing linen, I make sure to be very careful because I know that can stain. The next thing would be all-purpose cleaner. This is the Smells Like a Citrus Grove, and this is by Smartly. I find this at Target, and this just smells so good to me and makes me just love being in my kitchen when I use it. So that's a really good spray to just use at the end of the day, or even, you know, after you do the dishes. Just spraying it on the counters makes them nice and shiny and clean, streak-free. So I have done a review on the Love Meg multi-surface cleaner. I still use this from time to time, but it's not something that I'm always reaching for. It's more of something that I will use on my dressing table to get any makeup stains off. Yeah, it's good. It's a good cleaner for stains. It is very potent, I would say, or it's just very strong. So the second time that we refilled this, I only used half of the solution, and that's how I'm going to be doing it when I do need to refill this. I just use half and then fill the rest with water. And then to make my house smell nice, if I just need a little pick-me-up in the house, I love this Febreze Light Air Bamboo. I just like the scent of this. It's not overpowering. It really smells good. And then let me take you under my sink to show you how I have everything organized and a couple more products that I use. Here is a quick look under my sink. This has all of my hand towels to the right. I have washcloths, and then I have the cleaners as well as the dishwasher pods, which are just the Cascade ones. And then I also have the Dawn, what is it? It's Free and Clear in the lemon scent. And then I also have the Finish, which that's really all that I need. And then as far as hand soap goes, I like to use the kind from Trader Joe's. It's the grapefruit one. So I just decant that into here, and then the Dawn goes in there. Now in the back there, I have some bottle brushes and then some sponges. So those are the sponges. I just find those at Target as well, but I just like those. I think I'm more drawn to the color, just the neutral, you know, color that they are. I don't really care for like the bright green, the bright pinks and purples, and a lot, even the bright blues. I don't like that. So that's one of the reasons why I go with this style of sponge. Now let's talk about the cleaners I use in the laundry room. I have the Suavitel Complete. I actually change that between a couple of the different ones. I use the yellow one sometimes I use the teal one, but usually Suavitel is what our go-to is. I have just recently started using those Downy scent booster beads. I started doing that after I purchased this Earth Breeze laundry sheets detergent. You know, it's detergent instead of having detergent in a bottle or even powdered detergent. So that has, I would say, been the biggest change that I've made recently, and I really like it because it just really beats having to pour out detergent, and it works just as fine, I think. I also use Clorox, and I have that smaller one right there because I just pour from the larger container into that. It just makes it easier to maneuver. And then I also have Downy dryer sheets. So anyway, the laundry detergent eco sheets that I have been using, they come in a fresh scent, and then I think also in no scent at all. I wouldn't really say that there's even much of a scent with these ones. So I definitely don't use it to make my laundry smell good. That's what the rest of this stuff is for. This little cup right there is what we put hot water in from our water dispenser to pour into, like I pour it over those laundry detergent sheets when I fold it up and put it inside of the place where the laundry detergent would normally go. It dissolves right away in water, but I was just finding that going strictly off of the water that goes through the machine, there was still some residue left. So just, having that dissolve already before it pushes it through just seems to be very helpful. So those are the products that I use up there. And then finally in my cleaning caddy, I have some Pine Allen as well as some Comet.